Hi, I'm Jen Gallacher, and this is another Memories Made scrapbooking process video. Today, I'm inspired by Christine Meyer, who is also creating several boy layouts this week on her YouTube channel. She challenged me to create one as well, so I'm sharing that with you today. And below in the video description, I will link you to her video and her YouTube channel. Be sure to take a moment to follow both channels if you like them, and look for more videos soon. So we're going to make an 8.5 by 11 inch layout today. I'm starting with a blue hatch mark pattern paper that I've pre-cut down to 8.5 by 11. And then I've cut a piece of grid paper, pattern paper, to 7.5 by 10 inches. So that way I have an equal sized frame around the entire piece. You can also see that I've traced a circle on the top part of this sheet of pattern paper, and we're going to create a circular shaped layout. And this is my grid or my pattern for where I'm going to place elements. So let's go ahead and attach this right to the blue pattern paper. And we just want to make sure that it's centered. Now the photo I am going to be using for this particular layout, I have pre-printed and cropped as a square. I print at home on a Canon printer, and I just pre-cut a trim around it that is white. And you can see it's my son holding a toy. This particular layout is featuring a lot of his toys. And then I'm going to place it onto my grid, but I'm going to carry it off the page just a little bit so that it overlaps here on the side. Now on the bottom here, I've pre-cut some strips of different colors of pattern paper. Now all the colors of pattern paper that I'm using were inspired by colors found in the sticker sheet that I'm going to use in that circular part of the layout. This particular collection, not the pattern paper, but the other pieces are from Imagine That, and it's the boy version from Echo Park. So I'm just overlapping these strips. They're 8.5 by 11 inches wide, and they are about 3/4 of an inch tall, and I'm just overlapping them. So when I choose pattern papers, I try and choose different pattern sizes as well as different colors. So you can see that I have small dots, grids, and stripes. So look for ways to mix all of that up. So this just fills some of the space down below. The nice thing is this grid that I'm using, this grid pattern paper, helps me align each strip of paper. Alright, so for the fun part, what we're going to do is we're going to create a layout that symbolizes some of the things that my son likes to do. And so what I've done is I've taken some stickers that I've pre-cut with the backing on them, and what I typically do is I'll start laying out my pattern. And I've pre-done this off camera so I can get going more easily, but I start building the pattern with the sticker backing on, and then I come back and I'll remove that cut out sticker from the sticker backing, and then that just ensures that I'm getting the placement where I want it, because I changed my mind. I don't know if you changed your mind, but I totally changed my mind. So we're going to start layering these stickers. Again, the Imagine That sticker sheet from Echo Park. It's a new collection, a darling new boy collection. So if you're looking for great boy elements, then this is a great one for you to look at. Now you can see that there's a little bit of the pencil line underneath this. We're just going to come back with an eraser and erase all those lines later. So there's no need to be concerned. So basically that circle just guides us as to where we're going to place some different elements. So there's a bunch of different elements that I just thought were so cute that I wanted to use, and we're going to start creating that curve a little bit. If I think a part of the sticker is more interesting than another, then I may overlap it a little bit. So many cute things to choose from this particular sticker sheet. And again, just make sure as you're layering your stickers, they create kind of that circular element as you go. And then you can come back and fill in. Now let me show you what the sticker sheet looks like. And you can see I've cut a lot of things out. But once you've done that, then you can go back in and you can pull a lot of different elements out of that sheet. Now you can see that some of my stickers that I've put on right now are all flat. That means they're just all flat in my layout. And this is when I start kind of building the layout up a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to use pop dots for this. And we'll just take a sticker. We'll add a pop dot to the back. And then we'll just start building out our grid a little bit. They also have little embellishments like stars. These are great to fill in. Just pick some in different colors. And then just start filling in that entire grid. So I tried to choose stickers, like I said, that kind of represent what he's into right now. If you are doing a layout about a man or an older boy, you might want to consider doing some different embellishments or different stickers, but you could use the same technique of using a circular element to add your ephemera or additional photos or whatever you wanted to your layout. So you just want to make sure that it starts to fill in a little bit and it doesn't look so flat. So I'm going to go ahead and fill it in a little bit more, come back and show you what it looks like. So you can see I've filled in with just a couple more things and I've just raised them up a little bit. Another thing that you can do is you can bring in phrase stickers, which further builds up that circular element. I'm going to use this older sticker from Simple Stories. Again, love that there's a grid design here. There's just little phrases that you can add. Just kind of make it a little bit more interesting. So look for different elements that you can add. And then one more thing that you can do to kind of build this up a little bit is bring in a texture, such as these little enamel dots. And you can use different colors. Makes it a little bit more interesting. You can place some inside, some outside, and then you can adjust as you need to. You can overlap items just to get that color going. And I think I'm going to change these a little bit. A little closer to the circle. So you can see just by adding stickers, some phrase stickers, and some enamel dots, all of a sudden that just kind of pops off the page. Now we're going to build around the photo a little bit. I have a little tab sticker from Bella Boulevard. Some of this stuff is old and some of it is new. And then I have from crepe paper this little word that says dude. This is going to start our title. And then from the imagination sticker sheet, I have this little phrase sticker, and I'm going to pop dot this just to make sure it's a little more interesting. And I don't put pop dots on every little element, or rather every piece of the sticker, just enough that I can cover it and get it to float a little bit. And we're going to scooch it right up beneath the word. Use that grid again to make sure it's straight. And now we can come in and we can add our journaling to the bottom of this page. So I've printed my journaling on some white cardstock. Just add some adhesive to the back, stick it right down on the bottom of these different strips of pattern paper. And then to add some texture, I'm going to take some crochet twine, just white twine, ribbon, or I wouldn't do ribbon for boys, maybe you would, but I wouldn't do ribbon for a boys. I'm just going to wrap it around the entire layout 3 or 4 times, front and back. And then I just leave enough that I can cut off and create the bow. And this just makes a little bit more interesting texture here at the bottom, so it breaks up those strips. Just tie it into a bow. And then I'll straighten up my bow a little bit and I'll trim off the excess pieces of twine. And then something that I love to add to my layouts are photo corners. So we'll add a photo corner to the top of each of these corners here. And then to ensure that my twine doesn't go flying anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and staple those right to the page. So just pick it up and staple. And same on the other side. This is just a standard staple. You could use a tiny attacher. And then if you find you have pencil lines, just come back in with a pencil and just erase them. One suggestion I would make is when you do your pencil line, just make sure that it is a soft pencil line. So here you have a layout that uses a bunch of different elements to talk about what my son likes doing. You can add further stickers to it, which I'll look at it for a second. I may do that, but I may just leave it as is. But look for stickers or embellishments that you already have, create a circle, and then add a photo, and make sure the stickers follow the theme of your page. If you've enjoyed this layout, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can find additional inspiration at jengallacher.com.